Hi, I'm Chad.
I'm Leanna.
And this is our van, Vinny the Van. Vinny is a Ram Promaster 3500. It's the 159-inch wheelbase that's extended, so it's the biggest Promaster that you can get. And we live in it full time, and we've been living in it for about 3 months, and we absolutely love it. So I guess we can get started.
Yeah, let's take a tour.
So our first area is our kitchen, and we designed this space as best as we could, because when you're living in a tiny area, you want to make sure that you're using every possible square inch. So one of my favorite features is our little doggy dish bowl that we put right here. And so whenever we leave our dog for a few moments at a time, we make sure that she has her food and her water and it's full, and we just keep it out. And then when we're coming in and out of the van pretty frequently, we just make sure that's closed. This thing we love so much. This is basically like an outdoor shower. So we have a hose that hooks up to right here, and we only have cold water running to this particular hose. But this is great for when you're done doing a hike or when you're at the beach and you don't want to get sand or dirt in your van. And then we have these hooks here for, you know, if we're drying rags or t-shirts or swimsuits, things like that. And then this is basically our central lighting system. Over here we have our cab area. For us, it was super important to make this space as big as possible. And so we decided to go with 2 swivel seats. And that's really important to us, so we can like sit down and have dinner here if we wanted to. We could also use our seating area, the cushion that Leanna made. And we love to host people. We have a lot of friends that we want to enjoy the space as well, so we can comfortably fit 4 people here. And that's pretty much it for the cat area. When we first got married, we lived in a big townhouse with 2 floors and a lot of rooms, and it was just way too big for us. So we know that we wanted to do tiny living in some way, shape, or form, but we didn't know how tiny. And so we first moved into an RV 30-foot trailer, and we basically gutted the whole thing, built it exactly how we wanted it.
And it took like 8 months.
Yeah, it took a really long time, and we only traveled to about 3 or 4 different places because
we'd stay for like
traveling
a month.
Was tough for us in a big trailer.
So right here we have all of our cabinets pretty much. We keep like our Bluetooth speaker in here if we want to go to the beach and listen to some tunes, or for movie nights we also have a projector like screen that we hook into these hooks. It works perfectly for laying in the bed and watching movies. Also use the Bluetooth speaker for the sound on that. And then over here we have a specific like business cabinet where we keep our laptops. Since we are living on the road, we also work 100% virtually. And then these 2 are for Chad and I's clothes, which we folded so nicely for the video. So mine are on the right. Obviously you can tell like I'm all the color, and Chad has all the black and white and gray, but that's just who we are. And then these drawers are more clothes and shoes. I kind of have a combination of like swimsuits, clothes, shoes, and Chad primarily uses this for his shoes because he's a shoe addict, but I love them anyways. Here we have our hanging clothes storage. We keep all of our bathroom stuff in here, makeup. I don't know what Chad keeps in here. It's kind of a mystery to me what guys use in the bathroom. And then, yeah, all the hanging clothes are in here. We love having that just as like another extra option for clothes. And then this is kind of like a continuation of our pantry storage. Vitamins, matcha, coffee goes in here, olive oil, nutritional yeast, more coffee, bars, stuff that's handy to have on the road if, you know, you're in a pinch and you need something to eat. And the bottom drawer is Lola's drawer. Treats in here, poop bags, her toys, pretty much everything she needs to be a happy pup on the road. Living in the RV, Phoebe the RV, for a while, we learned it actually didn't feel small at all. Yeah. Like I had enough room to do my workouts inside. Yeah. Yep. I would do yoga inside, like handstands, and it was a blast. But van life is way better. So, welcome to our kitchen. Here we have our quartz countertop, which we are obsessed with. And then I think we got this sink head from Amazon. Same thing with like the soap dispenser. Our sink is a hammered copper sink. Super, super unique and like beautiful, but also just from Amazon. Over here we have our beautiful Vitamix. We make probably like 2 to 3 smoothies per day, every day. We got our backsplash from Joann Fabrics. It works pretty well. It's super easy to clean. It's beautiful and it weighs like nothing. So lots of benefits for living tiny. Here we have our spice rack also. We decided to keep the wood really raw, just to kind of match like with our live edge wood swivel table, and we have a live edge wood piece on the back of the bed too. So we got some natural wood pieces all matching throughout. And here we have our silverware drawer, and then here we have all of our dishware. We went with Crow Canyon Home for all of our dishware because they make enamel dishware. Basically what it means is it can't break. It's like made out of metal and it has this like pretty coating on it. And the other thing that's awesome is you can put these straight on the open flame. We have our like propane stove over here, and if we like want to heat up some oatmeal, just make like 1 bowl, you can literally just set it there right on the flame. And then we also have a convection oven here. You can do the same thing. Like if you have leftovers, you can put it in your bowl, just like heat it up straight in the convection oven. Down here we have our pots and pans. We really only have 1 pan right here and 1 pot. So up here we have kind of like our health area. I'm a virtual wellness coach, so working on the road, it's really important to stay healthy. So I keep all my like holistic supplements up here. And then over here is kind of our pantry. We're running a little low right now, but we love food. So we are usually like really stocked up on food. I feel like I've learned that I love change. Like I thrive on change, and when I'm in one place for too long, I get like really stagnant almost, and I don't know, I've learned that like that's who I am and I'm good with that, and van life is good for me because of that. Yeah, certainty is like a pretty like high value of mine, and so much of van life is uncertainty. And so like a lot of it has just been like bringing me out of my comfort zone, and has like grew me as a person in just the, a few months that we've been doing it. So welcome to our bed. So right here we have our little kind of bedtime shelf, and then up here we have our bookshelf. We are avid readers, love like yoga books, personal development, all the things. Up here we have our fan. It's a fantastic fan. It's from Dometic. We actually have 2 of them. So we have 1 over here, 1 back in the kitchen area, living area. Living with a dog in the van, it's super important to have airflow at all times, so that if she's in here alone, she can get some fresh air at all times. All right, so this is where we have our control panel of power. So this thing right here controls all of our outlets. And basically all this power goes down to batteries, which can power this amazing fridge. This is 12 volts, so it's DC power fridge. It's by Truck Fridge. Highly recommend this brand, everything about it. It's a massive fridge at a great price point. And over here is our little control center. So we have our lights for our bed, which is on a dimmer. This is our phone chargers. So this is also DC. You just plug your USB right into it. And then this switch right here is for a hot water heater. And all of this is wired to our solar on top of our roof. So we have 400 watts of solar that plugs into 3 lithium batteries, and each battery is 100 amp hours. So we have 400 watts of solar, 300 amp hours worth of batteries, and all of our power comes from those batteries. And then here we have just 2 switches, and this one is for our water pump. And this second switch is actually wired to our gray water tank underneath the van. So we have 5 gallons of gray water, and our shower and sink goes into that tank. And instead of having to manually pull a lever whenever we're at a dump station, we can just flip this switch and it will empty that tank all the way, so that we don't ever have to like get out of the van or mess with any tubes or anything like that. So great addition to the van.
one of our favorite features of the van is a shower. Before, or when we were thinking about doing van life, we knew that we wanted a shower in it because of all the hiking that you would do or hanging out at a beach. The shower walls are FRP board that we got at Home Depot, so it's waterproof, and then just FRP trim and some silicone around it to make it completely waterproof. And we have this awesome Nautilus self-cleaning shower door. And then last but not least, we have our cassette toilet. We only go number 1 in the cassette toilet. It's just for late night things like that. If ever we can get to a public restroom, we try to use that.
So for work, I am a virtual health and wellness coach. So that job literally was kind of like the stepping stone toward van life because I knew that I could take it on the road and do it virtually. So that's how I make money on the road, and we live off of that plus
and I'm a musician, and so we record. I'm in a band, and we record a lot of music and digital sales, iTunes and Spotify. And then when shows do start up again, we play shows a lot, and then we'll probably be traveling in our van to a lot of the shows that we have. Welcome to our garage. This is basically like our gym, our storage. This is where all of the electrical components are. So I put electrical on the right side and water and plumbing all on the left side. So like I said, we have 3 batteries underneath our bed. We have our inverter. We have a breaker box. And then on this left side, this is our hot water heater, and we also have 40-gallon fresh water tank. We went with a 40 so that we can enjoy our showers and be on the road full-time anywhere from 6 to 8 days. This is also our gym. So like Leanna said, she's a wellness coach, and so we work out pretty much every single day. And a feature that I love in this van is that this is actually on a 400-pound drawer slide, so we can pull these out right here just like that, and we can have access to our ropes, our bands, our foam rollers, all that good stuff. We also have bikes underneath this rack, and so we basically just pull this whole thing out right to here, and then we have just a really easy access to both of our bikes. And this just makes everything really, really easy to get. We're not having to like crawl underneath the van or anything like that. So over here we have, this is our workout mat. So this is a 5 by 7 foot mat that we lay down, and we can lay our yoga mats on top of that. And it's basically just the extra of our garage floor that we had. This trusty rod is for our awning. We love our awning. It's awesome touch. And then this is where we keep our hose and our filter to fill up for our fresh water. So right here we have our Arctic cooler. We take this whenever we're at a beach. We put LaCroix, sandwiches, carrots and hummus, anything that we want in this cooler. It's a great size for van life. And right here is just my tool bag. So if anything breaks on the road, I can fix it. So we always make sure we have a drill, all my bits, some screws, some glue, things like that. And last but not least, we have our trusty fire extinguisher. So in case of a terrible emergency, we can make sure that we salvage everything that we need in here. Life is now, and if you want to go on a journey or an adventure, you want to do something as crazy as living in a van down by the river, if you want to do those things, like there are ways for you to learn through YouTube and through so many things that you can like learn and figure things out. And so I would just say, like, just do it now. Like, now is the time to like enjoy your life and to really live it to the fullest. So.
Yeah, stop waiting for permission from somebody, or like thinking about like, what will people think of me, or what will my parents think of me? Will they judge me? Like, just do whatever you feel most passionate about doing. Yeah. And don't wait around for somebody to give you the tools or the steps. Like, go find them, go Google, go YouTube, go like figure it out on your own, because in that process you'll like learn so much about yourself and how to do these things, and it just becomes super fun. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching our van tour.
Yeah, thank you. For more adventures with us, feel free to look us up on Instagram and YouTube at Chad and Leanna.
And if you want to find more of my wellness stuff, you can look me up at Leanna Swords, LeannaSowards.
And feel free to check out my band, Punch Parade. on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, the whole shebang. So thank you guys so much for watching.